Yeah, I probably felt that it was part 2, but it's fine. Watch part 1. There's a lot going on there. And if you're here, just landed here, it's going to be a lot intense. Okay, so we have Sheshat, wisdom. Okay, so a lot of you have this energy, wisdom energy. You're very wise. If they're trying to steal that from you, siphon it from you, they have tried anything. They can't. It comes from the Most High. Everything that comes from the, I feel like he allows people to feel like they got it or they work for them or something like that, and then he goes and destroys everything. A lot of y'all, yeah, Spirit said to be understanding. Someone passed away, okay? Newt energy, not Newt. Something about understanding and wisdom. That too is they want you to be understanding with them, but they're not understanding with you. Because that's their energy, constant stealing, lying, you know what I'm saying? The enemy energy. This is unhealed. This is parasitic. And Father God is we're here for the sick. I can't believe I'm not here for I'm not here for this. No. Hell no. Mut is being ordinary. So you're ordinary. Oh, that's how they look at you. You're some ordinary, energy, but you're this goddess, divine, coming from the most, yeah. You're not ordinary. But there's Mut here. Very interesting. 1931, 4 can be significant. Someone's writing something. Could be a book. That's good. Let's go. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, their energy, their threat is women, by the way. Father God just said that. Yeah, 333 actually said that. Healing. There is Christ consciousness right there. Selkie's healing. Yeah, there's a lot of healing. But look at, whoa, that. Look. Not that I'm inducing violence, but look at what that cat is doing. Cutting the head of the fucking snake. Yeah. In the spiritual realm, you guys are doing that. See, didn't I talk about segment? That looks like segment. A lot of you, that could be segment. Yeah, this is from the time of the Genesis, y'all. This being yeah. Genesis, a new beginning. It's, yeah, with healing, starting over, starting fresh or whatever, but there needs to be accountability. These people needs to, yeah, they need to share everything and they need to go to prison. They need to serve in prison. Just like they expect other people to serve in prison, well, yeah, they have to serve. That's why we're living in inequality. This is not okay. Why you don't pay the same price as other people? What? You're allowed to literally, weapons? Nobody can afford that shit. Only you. That automatically makes you a war criminal? Duh. What the hell? What's happening with the law, Father God? I'm, so annoyed with this, physical realm. Fuck. Yeah, Neftiti. Meditation. Okay, fine, I'll do meditation. A lot of you just meditate. Just talk to God. Get out of the way, because a lot of you, God is doing something. As always. Number 10, meditation. Osiris. Oh my God, Osiris and Horus are here. Woo! Yeah, so a lot of you meditate, because a lot of you, if you're a divine masculine, or that's their threat for them, that you guys go through this rebirth, this ego death, Osiris, okay, and go to this rebirth and have the stability and the equilibrium by your, with community, with everybody. Not being codependent of a leech, of a parasite, completely detaching and healing from them, not being dependent of this energy. Socialism allows that. Communism allows that. A lot of you just don't think outside of capitalism. That's so sad. This is why education needs to change. It's so sad. We are multidimensional here. These people are literally showing the energy. They're stealing from us. Not just in the physical money, energetically, daily. Making money. To sustain their money, they have to do weird shit in the background too. Spiritually. Because we are here, we are human having a, no, we are spirit having a human experience, right? So they know this to the T. So they know that they have to continue, siphoning in other possible way. They pay serious people. That's why, like, they are scared to let go of their money because, like, oh, I don't know how to maintain it. I don't know how to work. I'm telling you, even in prison, you're still gonna be fucking rich. Just give it up already, fuck. Jesus. Like, I feel like these people are surrounded by dumbass motherfucking bootlickers, and that's why they can't think and they don't think properly. Like, people are scared of these motherfuckers. Like, why? I don't get it. That's what it is. When you let go of money and you let go of, like, that mentality, that lack, or that constant, like, want more, like, fuck. This is why equal death is so necessary. And this is why decolonization is, because that's not what's important. A lot of you lost it. You lost what's priority. Your family, your loved ones and stuff like that. But it's not your fault too. That's another thing. It's like we keep blaming other people, blaming ourselves and fighting amongst each other. But you have to fight the root of the cause. The demon, the toxic energy, and cut it off. Or do something about it. Create laws and regulation organizations or something, because this cannot continue. This is ridiculous. They are not smarter than us. They're not like us. They're not like us. For real. Resourcefulness, exactly. There's enough for everybody. Just we need to let go of this hoarding energy. Stalling? I don't know. There's something about stalling. What is stalling? What is that? Here we go. The resourcefulness again. It keeps popping out. And then it goes to transformation. There's Anubis. A lot of you could be seeing 1111 a lot. Yeah, you see? I'm telling you. We have to pass this test before when we go to purgatory. It's the same thing when a lot of you like, oh, when you die and do you believe in reincarnation? You should, because the Egyptian and a lot of people in ancient times, they keep telling you it does exist. The spiritual realm does exist. It's so sad that these people also stole that from you. Colonizers, so sad that you don't get to experience this spiritual realm. Take 5 minutes of meditation. Just do it for yourself and see what happens. What do you feel? What do you see? Feel everything. Go into your imagination. Go into that world. Go within and tell me what you see. Leave it in the comments. Or you don't have to say it. Just keep it to yourself. There's a lot of monitoring weird ass shit, so. But if you want to manifest, words have power. But do it the right way. All those of you, if you're defending all these capitalists and people who are doing all this shit, like if you fuck with yourself, like get the fuck out of my energy. Get the fuck, like, this is my energy.
Yo, I don't know who be fucking tagging up in these streets, but I like the way you think. Fuck Israel! Fuck Israel! Genocidal. Free Palestine.
From the smear campaign against Blake Lively to the assassination of 𝂀𝆃prt, here's what you need to know. There's something that's just so insidious about creating smear campaigns against women so that when they come out about experiences of sexual assault and harassment, nobody believes them. Yes, women you don't like can be harassed. Yes, women you don't like can be assaulted, and that should have nothing to do with how likable they are. But what's happening is we're seeing a shift. Male supremacist groups are putting women in a position to pit us against one another. When they do this, their intention is to destroy any potential support or community women could build amongst themselves. They want to keep us focused on being likable. Personality, popularity, and likability are irrelevant. They don't want to see another Me Too. They don't want to see another Time's Up. The most important thing you can do is recognize these attempts and combat them. Defy their intentions for you. Now, for those of you who don't know, 𝂀𝆃prt was a woman in Africa who was combating child marriage by reporting men who tried to marry children to the police. Today, it was announced that she died. I believe she was assassinated. This is a woman who had a lot of enemies. This is widespread across Africa, but in Zambia specifically, it's very common for young girls to be sold off to adult men for the intentions of marriage and slavery. And her Instagram page was just taking off. This was no accident, and it was not natural causes. We have groups of 70,000 men or more organizing against women's activists and feminists. They are afraid of solidarity. That's explicitly why you have to practice it. You don't have to hold hands, you don't have to be friends, and you don't have to sit around a campfire holding hands and singing Kumbaya. They're creating a climate where women can be hunted under a social premise, and that way they don't have access to other women. That is how they break you down. That creates an environment where women feel like they have to be silent, obedient, and tolerable. When other women and girls see this, they know that they don't have many options. And if it happens to her, it can happen to you.
If you are a white American and you've got revolution on your mind right now, you need to be doing your research into black revolutionaries and black thought leaders throughout American history. And I'm not saying this is a diss because we need everybody on board, but white people just don't know shit about community organizing or political violence or local politics because they've never needed to until now. Every single aspect of black and brown life in this country is bookended by extreme political violence of some form, and black communities have been organizing and fighting back and getting shit done for a really long time. Everybody's freaking out about this turn towards fascism right now, and I agree that that's what's happening, but in its purest form, fascism is basically economic and political discrimination along racial lines, and guess who's been dealing with that forever? Also, the praxis of those efforts are informed by leftist political thought like Marxism and socialism, which is critical to any real-world success. Like this whole school lunch thing that's got white liberals in a fucking panic right now. You need to go check out the breakfast program that the Black Panthers instituted in 1969 because hunger and poverty has always been used as a weapon against them, and they know how to deal with that. So if I were you, as well as actually getting started in community organizing and mutual aid, instead of just asking me how to in my comments, I would get to reading. I would read everything by Malcolm X, Huey Newton, MLK, the Black Panthers that you can find. I would read Black Reconstruction by Du Bois. I would read Anarchism and the Black Revolution. And Black, White, Latino, Purple, Green, you should just be apprising yourself of all the literature you can find on successful revolutions in the past. But a great place to start is Black revolutionary groups and thought leaders in this country because they know their shit.
Are we clear? That's what anti-capitalism is, because capitalism now is associated with this fucking Zionism because these people are all Zionists. And the narcissistic converted way. Always hiding something, always lying, always... Oh, that's not true. Huh. There's double confirmation here that it is true. So who are you lying? To yourself? Okay. Be in your delusional self. But a lot of things are gonna be transforming. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to close this energy because my goodness. What do we need to learn? What's the lesson of all of this, Father God? Can give maybe some healing cards, huh? Let's see. Some oracle. Ooh, Earth Warrior. That's good. A lot of you, it's your root chakra that these people do. They do work on. Maybe that's your affirmation. You can put in the comments if you want. You are safe, okay? Now, a lot of that's what it is. They don't feel safe. Oh, really? Welcome to the club. Welcome to feeling oppressed. Now you get to experience what you give. And you can take it, can ya? Yeah. But a lot of you, don't worry, you're safe, okay? Trust your instincts, okay? About the psychic awareness or these downloads that you're getting, okay? We are all one, absolutely. Yeah, something about purity, like a lot of you have purity, like that purity is precious, okay? And this is what they siphon as well because they will never have that. So you are the earth as you are of heaven. Allow the greatest mother of all to support and nourish you. You are provided for in all ways. You are safe. So that's the energy that we're trying to transform from capitalism to another system. The feeling safe. Do you feel safe right now? During capitalism and stuff like that? And all this weird ass shit that's going on? They have made it a space unlivable now. Uninhabitable. Unsustainable. While they are flipping from or siphoning, taking from money for capitalism and then making themselves sustainable, making for themselves. What? We have believed the biggest lie, and we still to this day, and that's why it's so sad. 32 Pacha Karmak, nourishment of the soul. Yeah, Spirit is asking you guys to nourish the soul. What's the opposite? Medicine holes. Progress on the truth, but it was in reverse. Like, you see? That's the medicine. That's the key. The truth. If you live on your truth and integrity and have dignity and help others, have empathy, all the things that they are not, you are progressing on that truth. And you're helping not just yourself, but other people. So your soul, you're nourishing your soul. When you are humanitarian, you are nourishing yourself. That's why I told you guys, like, I don't feel tired. I don't feel like, even though I'm grieving, I'm going, like, I cannot, but God is constantly nourishing my soul. I pray, I meditate, I cry when I need to cry. I don't shame myself for crying. Or, I make myself feel safe so that I can make other people feel safe. By me standing on my authenticity and my truth, I can also make other people feel that way towards me. So what I'm giving, I'm receiving. But whatever I'm giving, I also have to have boundaries. Because sometimes some people will project towards you or try to create some type of energy to distort your reality, obviously. To disturb your truth. Something about an elephant. I have an elephant. Yeah, you set in the way. Like elephants, that's what they do. They create the path so that all their elephants can come in. It's just what it is. A lot of you are that truth teller. That's what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of people, you are doing the work outside of this platform too, which is the point. Not supposed to be doing all in this platform. Like, that's why I don't understand how other people have time for. Anyways, a lot of you don't want to talk about this because your only source of income is this app. That's really sad. You have literally karmically bond yourself, soul bonded with capitalism. Why would you do something like that? Oh, wait. They planned all along that to happen. A lot of you, huge ass platform, and you can talk about this. You will never even lose a penny to talk about what's going on in the world. Oh no, that's negative. I can't. Oh no, you are fucking ignorant, racist. And I'm done calling people out. Honestly, I'm done. Like, you can do what you want, for real. Like, I don't know how many times I have to tell people, like, their karma, I cannot. We are here saving souls and trying to save them for fucking purgatory. Like, but they want to go there. Okay, you know what? You want to go there? Go there. But we already warned you. That's it. Fudge. Oh. Pacha Karmak. It's funny it's called Karmak. Like, anyways. Nourishment of the soul. You are granted the gifts of fertility, creativity, and earthly abundance to support all needs. For nourishing body, mind, and soul, and to live your life fully and be capable of manifesting your divine purpose. Okay? Give yourself permission to be nourished. But also pray for other people to be nourished as well, especially those who are dealing with inequality, oppression, surviving a fucking genocide, literally ethnic cleansing and trying to exterminate them. Hello? It's okay to feel all those things and nourish yourself, but also you have to be mindful that there's a lot of shit going on that it needs our attention. It needs our energy, our time. And yes, most of this time is going to be voluntary, but it's solidarity for other people That's part of our work. That's humanitarian work that we're supposed to be doing. That pays off. That reduces their karmic debt, especially the one that we are allowing them to siphon it for, because that's what's going on. We're funding this, and we know that it comes from our taxes, and we're allowing them to do it. So we are letting an abuser to continue abusing us. Right? That comes with a price in the spiritual realm. Just saying. The people, billionaires, colonizing government people, they know this. This is why they don't want you to learn this, and this is why they don't want you to be too spiritual, too woke. Because then you'll know that you're taking their karma, and then you're... So you are their human shield to avoid their negative karma that's coming. That is supposed... Like, they know it. They know it. That as soon as capitalism shifts, this is their karma starts. They're avoiding that at all costs and paying heavy price for it. But the more they do fucked up shit to avoid this truth that is gonna happen no matter what, the more fucked up shit is gonna start happening to them. It's just what it is. And I just told you what's gonna happen to them in the spiritual realm, which they don't want to hear. But they have to hear it and also see the mirror. I'm here to show them the evidence of their shit that they're doing, that their money, that they're using our money for. Okay? Okay. This includes your body and also providing your heart, your mind, your soul with what they are hungry for. Meaning, real meaning, sweetness, divine love, and permission to be authentic. Something that they obviously don't want to learn, and they will never be, because their entire life has been fucking fake. So yeah, a lot of I just feel bad. What a sad, miserable fucking vessel. When you feed yourself that which truly nourish you, wisely and generously, you shall become one who can also feed the world that for which it truly hungers. There's a lot of hunger. There's a lot of people homeless. There's a lot of people hungry. There's a lot of people cold right now. I don't know how we all can sleep right now. Like, that's why for me it's difficult for me to sleep. And for a lot of people it's like, oh, then there's something must be wrong with you because you can't sleep. Like, how can you sleep when you know what's going on? I don't know. You guys, like, it's so sad. Like, what a weird, like, sometimes we all feel like aliens looking at most of y'all who are completely ignorant and pretending that this is not happening. It's so weird. Just like them. You are just like them. A lot of you, that's why I don't trust a lot of people who are not healed and stuff like that, or doing the work, because, like, fuck, man, like, what the hell? Have compassion, be kind, have empathy. Like, but I get it, a lot of people are dealing with a lot of more stuff that they don't have privileges to, like, vocalize and do all this stuff, but you have other ways that you can work on too. There's other ways. We prioritize what we think is important. We all be able to have time to do multiple things. When we do the right thing, when we're not distracted, when we're not fucking addicted, when we're not completely consumed by consumerism and, like, constantly with just weird ass energy, ignoring things and acting super weird and expecting other people, like, I don't know. A lot of you have that introspection, and this year 2025 is supposed to be for introspection, but also taking action and shifting. We have to shift. We have to shift. There's some disease that is gonna happen also for these people. It's already happening. Yeah. Yep. That's why they're, like, there's some type of revenge or something, like they are blaming other people for it, but it's like, what do you mean? Like, they don't even take accountability at all. It's like, how can we guys learn? Like, capitalism does not bring none of that. Explore and experiment with nutritional wisdom which suits your body at this time. So something about nutrition, like, a lot of you is your body needs to be strong, okay? Like, this is gonna take a lot of mental, physical strength as well, especially when you're dealing with people like this, okay? Understand that it might change over time. Remember that caring for the needs of your body is more important and spiritually mature than trying to force your body to meet the expectations of a belief system outside of yourself. Oh, I think someone's being called out here, and I'm being called out here too. Oh, see, accountability. Yeah, sometimes I'm doing fasting and stuff, but it's most of the time like I don't have to do the fasting. Like even guys are like, you don't have to fast. Like it's already cleared out. Like there's times that he tells me fast, and there are other times like, okay, no, it's fine, you know. And then sometimes I get so used to it that I don't eat. I don't know. A lot of things change for me this year, and if you haven't changed, I don't know, man. That's really sad too. You know, and it's good to change. Yeah. When you're walking with God, there's no way you stay. Like, yeah, you might look the same, you might have this, but you're constantly growing, you're constantly developing and stuff like that. And also that too, like he's requiring you guys to decolonize, and a lot of you're skipping that too. Just like you're skipping and ignoring a genocide. The exact same way. Spirituality too is they're trying to distort it, just like they try to do with sustainability as well. I remember when sustainability was like a, you know, and they distort that shit too. It's like they demonize it or dehumanize it, and now it's like for people it's like, oh, you're sustainable, oh, you're talking, like, you know, that's how sad it is, man. These people are, man. Anyways, I'm done. This is just like trying to compromise with childish people who are like IQ is like low to the point of like a cockroach, you know. So anyways, but there can be compromising if these people are, you know, but I don't think we can make any deals with these people. These people need to be in yeah, anyways, there is either prison in the physical or in the spiritual realm, and I already told you, for billionaires it's already that chance of prison spiritually, it's already not happening. Like they don't have that. And that's why they get mad at people and everybody else who they know, because they know, like they do tarot reading. They have people that do it for them, and they tell them every time. I hope that's what it is, because if not, they have really horrible tarot readers lying to them. Because that's where they're going. Like it's purgatory, like massive, like freaking Anubis is here. Like he's, yeah, like God himself is coming to pick up these people, each and one of them. He's showing me that image of what happened to Robert, I think it was Robert Crooks or Robert.
Another extremely powerful form of rebellion is getting sober. And this one is really close to my heart because my entire life I've struggled with addiction. I'm a recovered alcoholic, a recovered hard drug user, an ex-2-pack-a-day smoker. I've spent my whole adult life watching people fall into addiction and die from it. And if you haven't seen this firsthand, I might sound like I'm in my conspiracy bag, but the way society just funnels us towards addiction and death is insane. They push us into poverty, into housing insecurity, into food insecurity. They make us so worried about money we start losing our fucking minds. They funnel us into prisons. They put us on the streets. They get us hooked on pain pills and then cut us off and leave us having to go get fixed up somewhere else. And they just create terror and crisis and sickness in the lives of so many people. And in that mess, we turn to addiction and we get stuck there and we fucking die. A lot of people think that it's a matter of constitution or mental willpower and fortitude. And that's just not the case. They don't understand what it's like to be in that situation where everything has gone wrong. Every part of your life is stressful. Your home life sucks. You're not making enough money at your job. You're facing eviction. You and your kids are sick. You're eating poison. You're not making enough money to buy shit. I do canvassing with a tenant union in my city where we talk to people living in squalid conditions, people dealing with mold and bugs and sickness and just chaos. Maintenance doesn't fix their problems. Their landlords jack their rent up. And these people who are living in this constant state of crisis, when they answer the door any time of day, they're fucking drunk. And I don't blame them. And I've been there myself. If you can keep your shoulders back and walk through this life uninebriated and stay sober and keep your wits about you, you are a powerful enemy. It's easier said than done, and it takes a lot of community. And if the problem is ever going to change in a meaningful way, it's going to take some big changes from the top down. but it does start with us. So whether you feel like you're drinking a little too much on the weekends, or you're smoking too many cigarettes, or you're just completely strung out and getting fixed up every day, kicking that habit and taking all that inward anger and pain and hurt and turning it towards the people that created it is a powerful thing.
I'm going to put it plainly, because they are speaking plainly to us right now. They arrested Breonna Thompson for saying deny, defend, depose on a call with her insurance company after they denied her necessary medical coverage. Next, you're going to see the news pundits and the social media talking heads say, see, this is why you can't say stuff like that. It's against the law. And I want you to think of that Brendan Lee Mulligan quote. Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just the promise of violence that's enacted, and the police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean? That one. What we're seeing with that arrest, and with Luigi's case, is the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in our nation, which, what that means is billionaire white men, the ones who are a cancer on our society, are carrying out the promised violence of their laws, so that they can protect the systemic violence of our healthcare system, but on a greater scale, capitalism, which makes every industry do what our healthcare system does in one way or another. Like, think about how they're poisoning our food or destroying the environment, poisoning our water supplies. Nobody's talking about how thousands of people just died in Appalachia in the worst storm season we have ever seen, and it's only gonna get worse from there. Every single thing we're seeing with the healthcare system right now, there's an incentive to arrest as many people as possible because the prisons are privately owned and they get to profit off of the labor of the people imprisoned within them. They actually have contracts with the state to keep them at maximum capacity, which incentivizes lawmakers to make laws that arrest people for just minor bullshit and enslave them. And that's not to mention the corporate slavery going on in the Congo through one of our Zionist middlemen, as we commit a genocide in Palestine through a bunch of other Zionist middlemen, and then we give a bunch of money to the UAE so they can kill a bunch of people in Sudan. But they can't afford to give you health care. They're too busy spending half their money on weapons to murder babies. It's important work, shut up. I don't know how else to put this. They're trying to kill you because it's profitable. They don't like that that's something that could actually happen to them. I think they realized it for the first time last week. They're doing this because they are terrified. Don't forget it. Don't let them scare you. Think of the ants quote. If we let one ant stand up, they all might stand up. That's the conversation they're having right now. Think of any piece of media you've ever related to that had something to do with massive social change. This is the part in the movie where the people have the choice to sit down and shut up or stand up. I hope you stand up.
Yeah, Robert Brooks. Yeah, they were like lynching him and stuff like that, and like they murder him like in plain sight. Like that was really weird. So you see, they think that's normal. For them, it's entertainment. That's how racist these people are. That's entertainment for them. We allow people to have entertained by treating people of color as if they were what? That's so racist, y'all. And the fact that if you think that's okay, yo, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I literally just told you guys, there are consequences just because you don't feel it yet in the physical or it's not happening to you. A lot of you, it is happening. Capitalism is your fucking karma. A lot of y'all dealing with oppression and capitalism and dealing with financial thing and having a bunch of weird ass, jealous, envious energy around you and fucking tormenting you and doing witchcraft and dark magic. A lot of y'all, that's your karma starting. A lot of you, God is just allowing it to happen because you're not fucking being obedient. I'm telling you, when you're in this energy, you don't get none of that. You're protected. When you're in truth, clarity, just no, you're nothing. No. None of that shit. Spiritually, no. Tact, no. Sometimes you feel like a little bit, but not as much anymore. It doesn't affect you because you're progressing in nourishment of the soul. Because only truth and clarity will bring that. Being truthful, having integrity, courageous, doing things for love, for others. Heart chakra. These people, heart chakra is closed. So they are harnessing and siphoning the hearts of our open. And they want you to take it and shut the fuck up about it. What the hell? What kind of abuse is this? How come we're allowing this? This is so ridiculous. It is ridiculous. That's why for us, people with high IQ, this capitalism is ridiculous. It's dumb as fuck. So you want to talk about IQ? Let's go. Please, let's go. Let's do an IQ test. I can't wait to show the world that you're just full of shit. Because you are. It shows in your actions and your behavior. Energy, obviously, dusty, nasty ass fucking shit. Psst, please. Oh, you swear too much. Oh my God, so vulgar. Oh yeah? What about you killing a bunch of fucking children, butchering and stuff like that? That's not horrible enough? You have the audacity to judge me because I swear, because the way I speak. A lot of you, oh, religious, like, oh, she's talking about God, but then she goes and says, fuck. Yeah, I hear you. I know, me and God have a conversation too. And I pay for it too. Because I'm not supposed to be saying. But he will not allow me. But I'm working on it. He knows I'm working on it. But sometimes I get so mad. So instead of violence, I just swear. Anyways, everybody has their own way of taming their beast. But everyone has a limit, If you get punch, bully, fucking bomb and all that shit, you're not going to resist. You're just going to let the bully just keep beating you, taking from you, exploding from you, stealing. How long until you break? Because we're supposed to break already. 14 months, 15 months ago. For a lot of you, 76 years ago. Don't starve yourself with what you need on any level of your being, including peace, solitude, love, time spent in spiritual communication, artistic expression, and nutrition. Answers are coming for your questions about all forms of nourishment, including nutrition. So do not give up when you are so close to finding your way. If you have been struggling with your needs being met on some level, a blessing is giving to help you into more nourishing and abundant situations in all areas of your life. Spiritual guidance. So many human beings around the world suffer from undernourishment on physical, emotional, and psychological levels. I love you so much, God. My goodness. Okay. He always on point, but we're talking about this is because there's a lot of people in hunger, induced famine and stuff that is unnecessary. These people have enough money, or we have the resources enough to feed everyone in the entire world. We have enough housing to put everyone in housing so that could be free housing, free education, which is good. Like everything. These people have the amount, and they still have money to be rich even when they go to prison. That's what God is saying. Once you build socialism and these people are serving time because they're supposed to be serving time, they are still going to be rich. So that's what you wanted to hear? That's what you're scared of? That you don't want to get killed? Well, start sharing. You'll still be rich even when your bills, because socialism needs to be built. Capitalism needs to go. And there needs to be anti-racism laws. There needs to be activist and humanitarian protection laws. Yeah. We cannot have people who are speaking the truth, journalists and stuff like that, vulnerable like that to psychopaths. What? No, you can't do that. Obviously, it's shown for months now. But okay, we continue in the illusion, right? But I'm not. I just cannot. We see it clear as day. The illusion is off. The false metric is falling off. It already been falling off. It's just up to you guys and to get there, to meet us there, because we're already there. And there's no peace, no justice, no peace. So we're gonna continue, okay? Yeah. Exposing what needs to be exposed, or whatever God tells us we need to do. And yes, that involves revolution, and that involves resistance, because resistance is divine. It's our divine right. Especially with a constant colonizer and oppressor and abuser. Also, the laws doesn't apply to you. Why? Because you have money and you're white? No, that doesn't go. That doesn't cut it. Doesn't cut it anymore. It says that being fed more of what you don't need cannot satisfy hunger. Ooh, oh my God. Woo! Someone's calling someone here. Let me repeat that. Being fed more of what you don't need cannot satisfy hunger. A lot of you have no idea what hunger is. There's a lot of people doing hunger strikes right now. Why are they doing hunger strikes? Why? Ask yourself why. Why? Because in Palestine, Israel, the IOF, all these fucking apartheid, all this shit, they're starving them right now. A lot of you, although it's not a concentration camp, wait, sorry, what? Oh, because it's not in a chamber? But it's literally the walls and the explosion and constantly bombing them. That is not a concentration camp? Literally inducing famine, like starving them, like blocking aid from coming into, like killing doctors, bombing hospitals? Who are you fucking think that you're fucking fooling right now? Like, oh my God, I can't deal with, like, I can't. Wow. See, the cells and the soul cry out for what will truly stave off starvation. The quest for the profound, vitalizing, and satisfying experience of genuine spiritual presence is part of this. Pachacamac is known as the father of the world in the Peruvian Inca culture. What did I just say? Father of the world. Who is the father of the world? The one who's delivering the message for you. I'm just a messenger. Don't idolize me. I'm not your mother. I'm not your father. And use your discernment. If this is not for you, it's not for you. But if it is, if the shoe fit twice, by the way, then it's supposed to fit. Go heal. Go work on yourself. You need help. If you think capitalism and all this bullshit, you need help. You're obsessed with money, you need help. Money is not going to help you when climate change hits like motherfucker. Money is not going to help you in the spiritual realm when you're no longer here. Money is not going to help you when there's no longer any food. Money is not going to help you when our air is contaminated, when our waters are poisoned. Are we getting there yet? Are we waking up yet? Okay. And they know this and they're still trying to maintain that shit. So that tells you everything, that you should not care for people who don't give a fuck about your well-being. Why are you idolizing people that don't give a fuck about you? We are that indoctrinated. It's so sad. Ikma culture, which precede the Inca tradition. He is the provider of the gift of agriculture. So something about the scarcity, or they're saying like they're not enough agriculture, they're not enough thing. That's not true. They're lying. It's a form of manipulation and control. Again, here we go again. So you're trying to lie to us through fucking like the food now? Oh my goodness. You guys are fucking like, I can't deal with this. Anyways, agriculture, the real one, not with pesticide, the real one that we all can feed. Like we can feed everyone. These people need to fucking let it go. I'm feeling Bill Gates here. Like this motherfucker. You're not God. You are not God. And Jeff Bezos and the other one, your motherfucking Musk. Because you look like a fucking Musk. Fucking moot. Mamacuevo, maricón de la mierda, coño. Te muera, mamacuevo. He's the provider of the gift of agriculture. God is the provider of the gift of agriculture, not Bill Gates. Let's make that clear. Part of his mythic story is that in creating the first men and women, he forgot to create food for them also. When the men died, the woman cursed Pachacamac. Oh my God, there's so many simulations. Part of his mystic story is that in creating the first men and women, he forgot to create food for them also. When the men died, the woman cursed Pachacamac, accusing him of neglect. So the word, oh my God, the symbolosity. Okay. Father of the world. These people think, okay. Okay, I hope you're catching it because I'm catching it, but okay. God speaks in very mysterious ways. Okay, he is the provider of the gift of agriculture. He's calling this motherfucker out. He's calling him out. Part of his mystic story is that in creating the first men and women, he forgot to create food for them also. God doesn't forget anything. When the men died, the woman cursed Pacha-Karmak, accusing him of neglect. These people have neglected the population, humanity, and the planet, and there's a price for that. Yep. In response, the god made her fertile. At a symbolic level, this story tells of the need for sacred rage towards neglect and the creative resourcefulness. Oh my God. Did you see? These are completely different decks. I love synchronicity. Look. Thank you, Father God. I love it. See, for me, the little things are my little gift. Like this for me is a gift. I love synchronicity and serendipity, and I love discernment, okay? I love having discernment, guys. In a world like this, I'm telling you, that is a true gift. And empathy, man, get up the wagon. Get in. BDS movement, let's go. Yeah, it's beautiful. But yeah, he's calling someone out here. Okay, in response to God made her fertile. At a simple level, this story tells of the need for sacred rage towards neglect, and the creative resourcefulness, so that's Kendall coming in, that we can generate only when we get angry enough to demand healing change. Woo! I cannot make it like it says it, okay? I love that sentence. Like he's calling someone out here. Or he's calling some of us, like resistant is divine. He says is your sacred rage. Use it. He's giving it to you guys. Because yes, you're being neglected. You have to create creative ways of resourcefulness. Social. We can generate only when we get angry enough. We can generate only when we get angry enough to demand healing change. We're supposed to demand healing change. We're supposed to heal from capitalism and change that shit completely. Decolonize. This is our right. Food is a matter of spiritual importance. Without proper nourishment, which heals the body, illuminates, and informs the mind, and fortifies the soul, we undermine a healthy relationship between the spirit, the mind, and the body. And this is what they do. They deprive food and they increase the prices, so people have to literally afford healthy food. So they have to rely on toxic food and stuff like that and junk and stuff. And that keeps you oppressed. That keeps you down. That keeps you not wanting to, expand and change and do the thing that we're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be in prison. Anybody who's denying food and has, it's okay with homelessness and poverty and famine. Yeah. There's a higher cost for this. Yeah. Yeah. And your millions, your billions, your trillions right now, you're celebrating. They're not going where you're going. They're not going where you're going. Unless you change and you do the right thing. It says it. Demand healing change. Listen to the demands. Follow through. Hold yourself accountable. Divest and spread what it needs to spread. There's create equality. Socialism stars. And then we do what we hold you accountable for. Yeah. Or your unethical companies needs to be looked at, audited, and stuff like that. All that you have, everything is gonna track back to you. That's what the BDS is. It tracks to you guys. The CEOs, right? Billionaires, government stuff, it just back, and that's why you can't stand it. Well, too bad, so sad. But there's people dying, we need to stop that. There's children being harmed. being without their parents because you're obliterating them into pieces. Or you're doing all kinds of things so you maintain it. Like, this is insane. No. No, it's no. If the body is out of balance and the mind filled with fear, God is giving you guys the tea right now. Are you guys listening? And also what they know how to oppress us and how to keep us where we're at now. So he's literally validating a lot of oppressed people right now. But also educating these people if they ever get to see this shit. Because they're not educated, obviously. Look at our education. Anybody who accepts that type of education that we're getting is a fucking idiot too, right? Come on. Let's wake up. Like, I'm so tired. Like, so tired of this shit. Like, it's like dealing with... It's just like zombies or something. It's so weird. Or brainless people, soulless people, heartless people. Like, it's so weird. These are the people who are terrorist sick. Like, they're sick in every possible way. The only thing they got going on is money. And that's what needs to be stripped of them. It's like a child. When they do something wrong, you have to remove that they get all happy and stuff like that. And they need to learn their lesson. They need to be held accountable. They need to know that that is wrong. How doesn't it apply to these old farts people? Why? Because they have money? What the hell? Honestly, this is what being a mother. These people is like, they don't have good mothers. They didn't have good mothers. Obviously. Like, who raised these people? God. This is what happens when we have people that don't raise people right. When we don't educate people. When we don't, like, this is what happens. I wrote a book about it. I need to publish it, that's for sure. In parenting, because my goodness. If the body is out of balance and the mind filled with fear, then the attempts of the spirit to move your life in the correct direction will be met with resistance, anger, and defiance. That's their energy. So a lot of you, they feed off the resistance too. Oh, you fucking filthy ass snakes. Your anger, your defiance, so they think it's funny. Oh my goodness. Denying the needs of the body out of a misplaced sense of spiritual consciousness is not going to further our spiritual cause on this planet. And that's what they do, what they're doing. Do you get it now? Do you see why we have to be anti-capitalism? Do you see why now? I hope you do, because my goodness, is clear as day. Your sacred companion for your spirit this lifetime, your body, mind, and soul, cannot fulfill their parts of your divine destiny, which is, that's what they're doing. They're swiping at destiny. Capitalism is literally taking people's destiny and acquire them for themselves. It's like fucking it's a like little parasite. And then hoarding until everybody doesn't have anything and they just die, right? Because you're not watering something, it just dies, right? So they know that they can water those things. They know that they can provide those things, needs and stuff like that, but they're not doing it because they don't care. They don't feel like, that's apathy. The opposite of empathy. We live in a system that is opposite of empathy, and that is the problem as well. Divine destiny if they're not properly nurtured. This requires unlearning. Thank you. This requires unlearning the social pressures to dominate the body and mind and practicing guidance and responsiveness that has at its heart discipline balance with loving relationships. Discipline balance. These people are unbalanced. I just told you that. They're in balance. They don't form loving relationships. They don't know how to do that. Apathy is the opposite of loving relationship, isn't it? But they have taken it to an extreme energy to maintain what they have now, which does not belong to them. It's stolen, right? A lot of you, these people are jealous of a lot of you because you have more than them in spirit. Okay, let me repeat that. You have more than them in spirit. because their spirit is completely distorted. So they're jealous and envious of your energy. A lot of you, if you excel or you're doing well or something like that, these people are jealous as fuck. You can be better than them. That's their energy. Oh my goodness. Yes, we can. We are. We don't need to prove you anything except for you. You constantly have to be proving that you're not a fucking liar, right? So that's a hard work, right? That's a constantly lying, huh? That must be hard, right? Constantly paying to people lie for you so you can hide the truth. That must be so hard, huh? That's so much work. That's what liars need to be doing all the time, right? Constantly lying. You need to be updating your lies, right? Because as always, God exposes the truth. That's why it's good to live in your authentic self and be truthful so you don't constantly have to. That's exhausting. These people are so exhausted of how much lies. They cannot believe that a lot of you have sustained yourself for 15 months right now, constantly, like nonstop. They never, like, this is something beyond, like, they were not expecting that you guys will wake the fuck up. Bueno, let's see. Step by step with moderation rather than fanatism, and by experimenting with what suits you rather than what suits another, are ways to work with nourishment wisely. This might include changing our habits of food consumption to ethical, organic, local, and sustainable produce as much as we can. Like, literally, he's giving you the tea, guys. This might include changing our habits of food consumption to ethical, organic, local, and sustainable produce as much as we can. Socialism, communism, like literally right there. It may also include noticing what we consume in the form of entertainment and information, and figuring it out if it really is, what we consume in the form of entertainment and information, and figuring it out if it is really helping or hindering our spiritual growth. Okay? True spirituality is joyful and playful. It is not outdoor, and it's certainly not about no longer having any fun. You can have fun. Go do something fun, but then help other people. Because right now, I don't know how people have fun these days. It's really hard to have fun, but we try. But that's the point. That's what they're making you guys in despair and taking away your joy. They're joy stealers because they don't have any. A lot of you think these people are happy and stuff like, no, they pretend. They live off of imaginary money that doesn't exist. That's what capitalism gives them, that extra ego boost. Take away that from these people and watch like how ordinary these people are. Like literally ordinary. Like they are, no gift, no discernment, no protection. This is why they need all these cops, because they don't have protection in the physical realm and in the spiritual realm. The physical realm, they have to force it. They have to pay for it. They have to steal it. And they have to obviously steal it, and because they have to pay all these people who are corrupt as fuck too. Not all cops. Bueno, good luck with that. Step by step with moderation rather than fanaticism, and experimenting with what suits you rather than what suits another, are ways to work. Oh, this is so good. Again, it might be about willingness to redefine convenience to include that which contributes to health rather than that which only saves time. It may also include noticing what we consume in the norm of entertainment and information, and figuring out if it is really helping or hindering our spiritual growth. True spirituality is joyful and playful, and it's not dour, and it's certainly not about no longer having fun, any fun. What you will find as your spirit grows more present in your body and mind is that your sense of what used to be fun may not be so anymore. That's okay. You can have fun later when we stop this crazy psycho people. Okay? Together, equal, equanimity, Like, you may need something that brings more joy into your heart and your world. Create it. Create little happiness, little things. Write little thankful notes. Write your thankful journals. Go help someone someone with disability. Go help an elderly. Watch how your heart gets fulfilled. We are social creatures. We are meant to be givers. With boundaries, of course, because there's a lot of people that take, and then, But that's okay. But giving doesn't require any money. I mean, it would be nice if you have any extra to give those who need in the description below, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, we don't have that luxury, So what we do, whatever we can, volunteer, we give, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. Like, God gives us back finances randomly. Or we get a new job, we get a new thing. We end up getting a job that we actually like instead of one that we don't like. Come on. Come. Join God's world. It's so freaking nice. These people live in fucking dark, demonic shit. And it's crumbling. Because truth tellers and people like journalists and people who literally sacrifice their life for a lot of y'all to have this truth for you, to expose these psychopathic people, so that you can also be free. Because we are free. A lot of us, we already are. We always have been. It's just up to us to take her. That's what it is. They're trying to tame you guys down, your self-doubt, all the things that all the low vibrational don't give them that. Come on, you already give them everything. You're going to give that too, your hope, your empathy, your dignity. What the fuck? Stop. Have boundaries with psycho demons. Damn. They're a parasite for a reason. Ugh. Can't wait for capitalism to be done. I can't deal with this fucking shit. Finding what works for you can only happen as you begin to listen to the body. But you see, how can Palestinian and Congo people can listen to their body when they're constantly being bombed, when they're constantly being PTSD, when they're constantly have to watch out for snipers or people bombing or shooting them and stuff like that, or they're constantly not being able to feed themselves. They put them in situations like that so that they can steal from them. So they can steal resources from them. So that they can harm them. But also as a form of entertainment. Listen to the body, to your mind, and your soul. Listen as if your spirit were carrying a wise parent. You see, this is what's going on. They didn't raise caring wise parents. They were not wise and they were not caring. This is why we have what we have going on right now. Apathy and people not caring to stop a genocide. Coñazo. I still cannot believe that that's the lesson for the past year and now another year, is that I cannot believe that we're still here trying to explain to all of y'all that these people are justifying killing, murdering, butchering children. Because that's what's going on in Gaza and Rafah and Palestine. They're mostly children. You okay with that? Man. Yo. Oof, my goodness. Denying it and lying to yourself and saying, no, I don't want to. No, it's not true. They're propagandists. No, they're not. That's what you tell yourself? A lot of y'all fake ass people, because I was gonna say but it's all religions, all of y'all, I don't know, and I'm calling my Christian people too, you guys Christian Zionists, you fucking little piece of shit. At this point, I'm gonna let Jewish people call on their own Zionists. We're fucking done with the fucking teaching. For now, I'm gonna be calling all the Christian, you guys, you betrayed, you're the Judas, man. You betrayed your own people. You called yourself Christian and stuff like that. Oh God. Are you okay that the birth of Christianity, Bethlehem, is being bombed to pieces? Are you looking at the Pope that literally put a kafir? Letting you guys know, you don't get it? We're supposed to, this is supposed to be no more, stop. No? Okay. All right. Studies have shown that cows will naturally gravitate to the healthiest and most nutritionally richest grasses. Not that you're a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. What I'm hearing that song. But not that you're a cow. But if the analogy fits, I don't know. God has a message for that. I don't know. You know how he does. He will talk to words and stuff and it will only make sense to you and some people and then other people not. Okay? So, nature knows how to nourish and heal itself. Just like our body. Because we're part of nature. We're not separated from nature. Nature knows how to nourish and heal itself. Our bodies can guide us towards what they need for healing, as can our soul. Our soul. Our soul knows the way. We do not need to be codependent with. We do not need to be dependent on capitalism. We do not. That's their biggest fear. Also, that we are exposing them. That's the second fear, and the third fear is that we do exactly to them what they do to us. Especially exposing them on social media and stuff like that, and the propaganda is not working. That's their biggest fear. That people actually believe the truth tellers. But it's already happening. That fear is already happening. So, how about you stop? That way you don't have to lie. That way you don't have to spend that money on propaganda. And you can actually use that money to feed people. Because you're supposed to be doing that. Because, you're stealing from people. It's just not gonna, not gonna work anymore. Our bodies can guide us towards what they need for healing, as can our soul. As we recondition ourselves to listen rather than demand, we tap into the healing guidance of the divine feminine dwelling within us. I told you guys, we have divine feminine and divine masculine within ourselves. So when we focus on that helps a lot. But I told you, like, today I felt like I was in my masculine energy and it came out even in the reading, like the King of Swords energy. And now I'm in my feminine energy, like after I took care of myself, I do like, okay, because that's too, it's like you can't be in a revolution energy or humanitarian and stuff like that if you don't take care of yourself. I learned that from climate change when I'm still doing advocating. Like all of this is international, like intercontinental, like everything is related, like climate change, capitalism. That's why you guys don't see Greta that much. It's because she put 2 and 2 together. Capitalism, colonialism, and all this capitalism it's not sustainable. So she figured 1, 2, and 2 and she said free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, and right away she's like, oh no. Yeah, so that was me 7 years ago. And imagine, it wasn't like trendy or stuff like that. So I got so many backlash and went through so much online fucking weird ass energy. It's a good community though. It was a nice community, but it also felt a bit whitewashed. It felt a bit like, but that was during that time. Now I feel like it's even better now because class consciousness just connects everything together. So now it's even better. So, and that too, as soon as we get rid of capitalism, then we can also work not such as socialism, but circular economy, like, or ways of we sustaining our planet, while also building social, like it is possible. It's possible. It's just that we're not wise with the money right now, or imaginary, whatever that is, because that too is like, is weird because capitalism creates this illusion, the master illusion, but that money doesn't really exist. But he keeps saying that. So that's for some of y'all, like, what do you mean? Like, no, it's not tangible. It's like a cyber anyways, a lot of you economists or people with finances, I'm sure you can explain this to someone who is anti-capitalism. That would be nice to explain to people, like have a course about finances and stuff like that. That's a form of revolution as well, educating people about that, taxes and stuff like that. Why don't we learn about these things in education, like taxes, building a shareholder value, or how owning shit, community aid, how to build communities, how to, why don't we have real education like that? Why don't we teach a real history? Because it doesn't benefit them, of course. But that needs to change. That's what the healing energy needs to change. What you derive pleasure from consuming at a physical, emotional, at a physical, emotional, and psychological level will shift as your relationship to yourself changes. So your tastes are going to change. Not the taste, I mean like the things that you consume all the time. Like now we are conscious consumers, right? Like now we're conscious of what we buy. When we join the BDS movement, we're actually saving more money than we ever spent before. We are not contributing to our karmic debt anymore. We're not funding genocide with our taxes anymore. We're doing things, we're divesting, we're doing the right thing. And I hope you are, okay? Because it's needed. Rather than it being an act of will to be healthy, rather than it being an act of will to be healthy, as you move toward what brings you authentic fulfillment, it will begin to feel like an act of pleasure. It does. That's what for me is like, I can be like, I've been selling for so like, because for me it's really healthy and pleasurable to like do this type of work, humanitarian and advocate, and it fulfills, and it's a fulfilling that it keeps on giving. Is that a dog? A dog or someone scooping? Scooping snow. There's a scoop. Well, healthy, as you move toward what brings you authentic fulfillment, it will begin to feel like an act of pleasure. Then you will be turning nourishment into a sacred act of honoring the gifts of the body, mind, and soul. So basically the biggest threat for them is not just the truth, it's not just exposing the truth, it's not just that, it's you guys learning how to heal yourself, how to sustain yourself, how not to be dependent. The worst nightmare of fucking narcissists. It's you no longer being dependent on them and them leeching off of you. Like they can no longer siphon your energy, they can no longer, because they are nothing without siphoning. They're nothing without diabolical things, because capitalism, colonialism, that's what it is. It cannot survive without wars or whatever it is they do in the dark, which we already exposed that. Okay, so there's a healing process here. If you want to hear it, cool, but I know I kept you guys this long and I wasn't trying to keep you guys this long, but it's for educational purposes. So yeah, hopefully if it's too long you save it and you come back to it. But this type of education, decolonization and shadow work is not easy, y'all. Like it's not easy to digest. So I understand that a lot of people just like don't want to, but also doesn't help the algorithm here. It suppresses the thing. So thank you so much for liking the video, commenting, or sharing it on your community boards or something, or sharing it on your social medias. Okay, it does help the channel, and it does help other people who actually want to hear this too, who actually want to learn. Okay, so thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, so the healing process. From my spirit, I say this truth. I am grateful for the gifts of this mind, body, and soul, which allows my spirit to experience the gift of a human life. May I be assisted in all ways to discover the best and most beautiful ways to nurture all aspects of myself. May that inner nurturing flow into all aspects of my life, helping to nurture all of life around me through divine wisdom and grace. My light just flickered. That's a confirmation. May all beings be fed with what is truly needed through divine grace and courageous, wise use of our free will as human beings, and so be it. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope that was enlightened for you and help you in your journey of not, being stuck in an illusion and letting them siphon on you, of you, and like, let's build something new. Like, we all need to be like, fascism, no genocide, no fucking Zionist, racist, mother, no. It needs to go. And it's no hate or anything like that. It's just that your psychological, psychiatric, genocidal maniac ideologist it's just not healthy for everyone. So just because it I don't know what the fuck validates your own delusional shit, it does not mean that it's valid or that it's right or that it's just. Okay? There is injustice that's happening, and just because you think, because your little group or your little delusional people are not validating that for you, but then everybody in the entire international community globally are literally telling you, you look like an idiot, you're embarrassing yourself, wake the fuck up, this is what's happening, we need to change. That does not make you that you're better than those people. If anything, just make you more of a dumbass, just like these billionaire government politicians who will literally do anything for money. And I just proved that to you. I hope this is helpful, and please stop pretending to be like these people. Do not be like these people. I am telling you, you do not want to be like these people. You do not. Okay? And if they want real leadership, like real admiration, if they want real, like, how about you start doing the right thing? Stop stealing, killing, and destroying. How about that? Stop being the fucking devil, basically, right? It's not that hard. It's very simple. But they choose not to, because it is their free will. At the end of the day, they have free will. But when they don't do the right thing, oh, that comes with a real high cost. I'm just a messenger. I love you. Free Congo, free Sudan, free all the oppressed people. Let's continue with this work. Let's continue decolonizing. Let's honor our mother, our earth, our planet. Because if a lot of you, it's not for humanity, because a lot of you are like super apathetic, can we be empathetic towards our planet? The planet that houses you, that feeds you, that gives you oxygen to breathe. No more fossil fuels. That will help too. When capitalism, that no more. No more. No more. It's time to accept that. Go with the process. Okay. They're not meeting us that yet. Okay. They'll meet us there. They'll have to. They will have no choice. Bye.